Jim, we're sitting down today to discuss the appointment of Derek McInnes as manager. Why was he the right man to take Rangers forward?
Well, Derek's got a wealth of experience both in Scottish football and for Rangers. He understands what it takes to succeed at Rangers, having been a former player at Rangers. He has also great leadership skills, which is important. The resilience characteristics, which is important when you become the Rangers manager. He understands the standards expected within the club, and it was important that you'll hear us talking a lot about Rangers standards and values. Derek gets that, but on top of that, obviously, he's got real qualities which he's demonstrated over many years of outstanding managerial success.
Can you talk to us a bit about the circumstances that led to Danny Rohl's departure this summer?
Yeah, well, Danny was under contract at Rangers, and it was clear that in May the club obviously we supported Danny and gave Danny our backing. But over that period of time, then clearly things evolve. We get an approach from Salzburg, and it was our option to determine what we done with that. With there being no buyout obligation within Danny's contract, we could easily have said he's not for sale or he's not moving on. But it was decided that we really wanted Derek McInnes as our manager. So at that point we progressed and quickly appointed Derek, and that's exactly where we're delighted today to be sitting.
Yeah, you mentioned about moving quickly to appoint Derek. How important was that just to act decisively?
Yeah, well, we'd already identified Derek as a leading candidate. I think at a club like Rangers, you almost have to have the ability to know what's your football strategy, and if anything changes, because football changes happen quickly. Who could be appointed, who would be our top candidate? So we knew that Derek was that person. But I was brought up with a history of Rangers and how they behaved, and I'm glad to see that we executed in a manner that's fitting with Rangers traditions.
Yeah, there is a title change. Derek will be manager as opposed to head coach. Just talk us through that.
Well, Derek will have the same role as any head coach or manager that's appointed at Rangers. They will fit into the structure of the team with Dan Purdy and Stig and I, and how we deliver that football strategy. We've got an executive board that meets weekly, including Andrew and Parag, and Greta, and Fraser Thornton, how we look at decisions making within football. So Derek will be part of that. But I think it was really important with Derek's background within Glasgow and his background with Rangers, that we gave a nod to history, and Derek was given the opportunity to be named Rangers manager, which I think is fitting.
Yeah, and he's spoken previously about our Scottish identity being important to this club. Is the appointment of Derek, is it the signing of Lawrence Shankland, does that all fit into part of that?
Well, first and foremost, they have to have the quality to be employed, to play for Rangers, to work within Rangers. Then we look at the characteristics of the people to say, can they actually handle the jersey, whether that's a shirt on a daily basis or a football shirt. But ultimately, you have to have the quality to do that. We'll always look, if there's two equal players or two equal candidates and one Scottish understands Rangers, then that would be advantageous for us. But ultimately, we will never shy away from pointing any member of staff out with Scotland, and that will obviously continue. The size of this organisation, I don't think we could silo ourselves into just Scottish employees.
Yeah, and we are in the midst of the summer transfer window. Do you expect a lot of changes to the squad?
Yeah, I wouldn't give a number to the changes, but what we will do is bring in the right people to enhance our squad. Every transfer window is very simple, that we come out that window with a better squad, we enhance our squad. That's our motivation as we go into this one, will be no different.
And you spoke previously about Stig's appointment as performance director. Just talk to us about the process which led to that appointment.
Well, Stig was appointed as a football consultant in December, and he's worked really well with us. Again, Stig's got an elite background in elite football, both as a player and as a sporting director, so he comes with a real knowledge and skill base. What we've done over the last 6 months is got to know Stig, and he's got to know us as a football club, and we're both aligned with those values and characteristics and standards that we'd expect. So Stig's now the performance director. His role will be to work alongside daily with Dan Purdy, our technical director. Dan will focus on recruitment, scouting and player analysis, and Stig will have a focus on sports science, medical and the academy. They'll both work towards the game model, which we call the football strategy, which should give us the opportunity to build long-term sustainable success.
Yeah, and on a personal level, you've been chief executive since January. How has this first period been for you at the club?
It's an absolute privilege to become chief executive of Rangers Football Club. The staff have been absolutely wonderful to get to know and to meet. It's been a delight to be around. But what we need to do is just get every part of the organisation aligned to make sure that we're fit for success. There was a review started before my appointment, and that review's been ongoing. We're looking to get to the point where we can really get to the organisation in a position where we're lean and fit and agile to go and bring success back to the club.
Yeah, and what gives you confidence, just lastly, that the club is heading in the right direction?
Yeah, I think it's an exciting time for anyone to be involved in Rangers. I think we've got great backing, support from the owners and the board. We've got great staff. We're all becoming aligned. We're really understanding what it takes to become a success, and we're really focused on that. And I think that I've repeated a few times today, and it's really important that we really want to give the fans a club to be proud of. Rangers standards, Rangers values underpin everything that we do. And I think if we can hold strong to that alignment, then I think we'll have a really bright future.